What if being invisible isn't the problem, but the starting point of something bigger? What if no one watching your channel today is exactly what you need to build the right kind of audience tomorrow? This isn't a video about going viral. This is a challenge about becoming visible to the algorithm, to your audience, and most importantly, to yourself. Welcome to the 3 in 7 Visibility Challenge. It's simple, it's strategic, and it just might unlock the breakthrough you've been waiting for. This is more than a task. It's a turning point. Let's get into it. YouTube isn't just about creating videos, it's about being seen. But what if no one's watching? What if you hit upload and all you hear is silence? No likes, no comments, no engagement. It's a feeling that almost every creator experiences, especially at the beginning. And for many, it's where the journey ends. But what if I told you that moment, the quiet, invisible moment, is your most powerful one? That moment, when it seems like no one is watching, is when you're actually building the foundation for everything that comes next. Because even if people aren't watching yet, the algorithm is. The system is paying attention to what you do, even before you have an audience. And more importantly, your future self is watching too. The version of you that's consistent. The version that doesn't give up. The version that grows through visibility, not just vanity. That's where the power of 10 begins. And that's where the 3 in 7 challenge becomes a breakthrough. Let's talk about why most creators are invisible and what to do about it. You see, most people think visibility comes from going viral, from a shout-out, a trending topic, or a magical algorithm push. But true visibility doesn't start with being seen. It starts with how you show up for others. Let me say that again. Visibility starts when you see others first. Because growth isn't just about content, it's about connection. And connection begins with intentional visibility. So here's the truth that most people won't tell you. The algorithm doesn't just look at your content. It looks at your behavior. It tracks how long you watch other videos. It notices what types of channels you engage with. It pays attention to how you comment and how often. And when you leave short, vague comments like "great video" or "love this," the system sees that too. But when you take time to leave a thoughtful, specific comment, you send a different signal. You tell the system that you're an active, engaged viewer. And the algorithm rewards that. Why? Because YouTube's goal is to keep people on the platform. And thoughtful viewers tend to be thoughtful creators. Which means your behavior doesn't just impact what you see, it impacts how others eventually see you. So, let's shift your perspective. Instead of focusing on what you're not getting, views, likes, subscribers, focus on what you're giving. Because that's what creates momentum. That's what makes you visible before you go viral. And that's what the 3 in 7 challenge is designed to unlock. Over the next 7 days, you'll visit 3 creators you've never met before. You'll choose creators with under 500 subscribers. You'll watch at least 2 to 3 minutes of their content with full attention. You'll leave a meaningful comment that reflects something real. And if you feel moved, you might even subscribe. But here's the thing, even if you don't subscribe, you still leave something of value behind. Your comment, your presence, your attention. You become a signal to that creator and to the algorithm that you are part of this ecosystem, that you're active, that you give before you ask. And the more often you do this, the more visible you become. Because visibility isn't a one-way mirror. It's a circle. You watch others, others watch you. You comment on others, others comment on you. You build a rhythm, and that rhythm builds your reach. But let's talk about what really happens when you do this consistently. First, you build confidence. Because you're no longer just hoping to be seen, you're creating connections. Second, you build relationships. You begin to recognize familiar names and faces. People start to respond to your comments. They visit your channel. They reply. They subscribe. Not because you begged, but because you showed up. Third, you begin to train the algorithm. You're teaching it that you're serious, that you're consistent, that you belong in the network of real, engaged creators. And that's when it starts to return the favor. Because YouTube rewards patterns. And consistency is the most powerful pattern you can build. Now, let's pause and ask a hard question. What's stopping most people from doing this? It's not time. It's not fear. It's usually this thought: why should I comment on someone else's video if they won't do the same for me? And here's the answer: because that mindset keeps you invisible. It puts your growth in someone else's hands. But when you comment first, you take the lead. You decide who you're going to become. You become visible by being valuable. So, let's set the standard. This week, watch 3 creators you've never connected with. Choose creators with under 500 subscribers. Watch their video intentionally. Leave a specific, thoughtful comment. Let them know you're new to their channel. Let them know what you appreciated or learned. And then come back and reflect. That's the rhythm. That's the process. And that's the path to real growth. Let's talk about how to comment like a creator. Because this part of the challenge might seem simple, but it's where the power lives. Most people scroll, skim, and react. Creators connect. Viewers consume. Creators contribute. So when you leave a comment, it's not just a reaction, it's a reflection of your intention. And intention is everything in a visibility engine. Here's how to make your comment stand out. First, start with presence. Actually watch the video with care. Don't comment before the first 30 seconds are done. Don't skim just to say something. Let the content hit you first. Then choose one thing to respond to: a message, a moment, a quote, a mistake, a style. Comment on something real. It might sound like this: I appreciate the way you broke down that tip. It really helped me understand something I've struggled with. Or, I didn't expect to enjoy this topic, but you made it easy to follow. Thank you. Or, subscribed. I'm looking forward to what you share next. These comments are short, but powerful. They signal that you were actually there. You didn't just drop in and leave a hollow compliment. You were present. And in a world of bots and rushed watchers, presence is rare. And rare gets remembered. Now, once you've left your comment, pause again. Reflect. How did it feel to give feedback with no guarantee of return? How did it feel to support someone else just because you could? How did it feel to create energy, not just absorb it? This is where visibility becomes personal. Because being seen starts with how you see others. You're shifting from creator to community member, from broadcaster to bridge builder. And when you do this regularly, you stop chasing exposure. You start building reputation. Let's go deeper. Ask yourself, what if just one of those people you supported clicked on your channel? What if they stayed and watched 2 or 3 of your videos? What if they became your next subscriber, collaborator, or testimonial? This is not wishful thinking. This is how the system works organically. It's not about begging for views. It's about earning trust in the quiet moments. Now here's the real secret. You don't need 10,000 people to make your channel matter. You need 10 people who see your heart. And those 10 will bring 10 more. And that's how community grows. So after this challenge, what will you become? Someone who waits? Or someone who initiates? Someone who hides? Or someone who connects? This isn't a growth hack, it's a mindset shift. You're becoming the kind of creator that others remember. And that starts by how you show up for creators who have no idea you're watching. By now, you've watched 3 new channels. You've commented with intention. You've probably felt something shift, even if you can't explain it yet. That's good. That means the visibility engine is warming up. Now here's your final invitation. Share your experience. Leave a comment below this video. Tell us what happened. Did someone comment back? Did you feel more confident? Did it make you think differently about how you interact with content? Drop your answer, because this is your digital footprint. And every comment builds your visibility. Every reflection deepens your voice. Every connection sharpens your purpose. And this is just the beginning. The power of 10 doesn't end with a challenge. It begins with 1. And you've already taken the first step. Now, imagine what happens when you keep going. When you build this rhythm every week. When commenting becomes part of your creative identity. You don't need to chase the algorithm. You just need to move with it. Show up. Comment well. Support others. Reflect and grow. That's the rhythm. That's the engine. That's the legacy. You bring the effort. We bring the structure. Let's grow together. Now that you've seen how visibility really works, the next move is yours. Will you take the challenge seriously? Will you become the kind of creator who shows up when no one is watching and shines when the time is right? This is where it starts. Right here.
Right now.
Subscribe, comment, and like. This is how the process of visibility becomes your rhythm. Watch and be amazed at the responses you will receive on your content. You can replicate this process again and again and again for the benefit of your channel, your confidence, and your community. Because visibility isn't something you wait for. It's something you create. One video at a time. One connection at a time. One challenge at a time. You bring the effort. We bring the structure. Let's grow together.